Hey traders, thanks for stopping by here, thetradinganalyst.com. This is Taylor, and we're going to take a look at a bunch of charts here. We have a big move in the market today, and I think it's really going to have some pretty big implications. I think it's going to continue this breakout after we broke out of this little chop zone. So, with that said, we're looking for mostly bullish plays here because you want to be trading with the direction of the market, especially after a day like today. So, the first one, and most of these plays that we're going to discuss either just had earnings or are about to have earnings. Okay, so this first one is UPS. They come out with earnings tomorrow. And if you don't know, earnings is a huge, huge mover for stocks, either bullish or bearish. So when they produce a positive earnings report, and it's not necessarily the numbers as far as the revenues and the income and stuff that matters, but it matters how the stock reacted to those earnings, okay? Because our opinion about the numbers and everything like that doesn't really matter. All that matters is the direction of the stock. That's how we get paid. We don't get paid by our analysis of revenues and income and all that stuff. We get paid by the direction of the stock. So that's what we like to focus on. So with that said, we've got UPS here that has a huge level of support that was broken. You can see that, and we're looking at 2 years of action here. Look at how many bounces it's had against that level. Huge level of support. But we broke that support. Okay, we broke that level of support. Right now it's just a breakdown. Okay, and the likely play, or what happens more oftentimes than not, is it comes up to a previous support, and then it acts as resistance, and then it gets rejected. Okay, but sometimes in cases like this, it actually reclaims that level, okay, making this a false breakdown, and then it heads much, much higher. Okay, for example, last time we had a false breakdown setup was right here, over here. Here was that support. Boom, boom, boom. We broke that support for a few days. We broke right back over it a few days later, and then you can see a big move up right here, and then we ended up heading even higher much after that. Okay, the last time we had a false breakout setup was on UPS right here. Here was that resistance. We broke over that resistance right here, and then you can see after a few weeks we broke right back under it, and you can see a big move happen as we headed lower. Okay, I'm just showing you those examples of false breakouts and false breakdowns. This stuff really works. Those are just 2 examples that happened recently. Okay, guys? So, let's see. So yeah, if UPS closes above about 105 after earnings, I think that we can see a really nice continued move higher on this stock. Okay, it's got to react favorably to earnings, and it's got to close back above this level, back above 105. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at for UPS, and you should be looking at that as well. Amazon is another one we're looking at. I'm going to zoom in for the rest of these. Amazon right here has a huge bull flag here. We've been trading sideways for a while. Okay, sideways within this range. Boom, boom, boom. Earnings is coming up on Amazon. If Amazon closes above this level, okay, if Amazon closes above that level, I'm just going to remove that, and I'm going to add more of this, okay, because it goes back a little bit further. There's resistance there, you can see right there. So if Amazon closes above this level, or even gaps over it, even if it just gaps over it, because you can capture more gains if you buy it at the gap. So if it gaps over this level, earnings are coming up, I believe, either tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. Amazon has earnings, and if it gaps over this level, after trading sideways for about 2 or 3 weeks, that is going to be a big signal that this stock is going to head higher. Okay, we have a nice trend up here in this action right here, and then we have sideways trading right here. All right, sideways trading, and that is just a rest period, most likely. Okay, when you have a trend up and then you rest sideways, holding above both moving averages, most likely it'll head higher. But you want to wait for that signal. Okay, I'm not saying that Amazon is going to do this. I think it is more likely, but I'm not trading this before earnings are released. Okay, I'm trading it after earnings are released. If it gaps up huge without me, that's okay, no big deal. But earnings are a crapshoot, so I'm not going to sit here and try to pretend that I know what's going to happen. I'd rather react to earnings than get stuck long and then you take that loss. Okay, so I don't want that to happen. I'd rather be late and right than early and wrong. Okay, so that's what you want to look for, is a gap over this level of resistance on earnings in order for it to be a long signal. The next one we've got is Qualcomm. Qualcomm came out with earnings either, I think it was today after the close. And I want to show you this major level that we're at here for Qualcomm. Okay, you can see right here, this is a huge level, huge level. There's support here, there, here, right there, right here, and you can see every time it hits this level, we get a pretty massive bounce. Okay, is it going to happen this time? I don't know, but the odds favor that happening. Okay, we just came out with earnings. If we get a positive reaction on earnings, I think that can be a really nice long signal, especially if, and I'm going to zoom in for this one, especially if we close back above about $54. Okay, if we close back above $54 on an earnings reaction, that is going to be extremely bullish. Okay, guys, so that's what I'm looking at on Qualcomm. It would be a false breakdown if that happened, because of the support. We break that support right here, hold below it for about 5 or 6 days, and then a close back above it would make this a false breakdown. And these are very powerful setups when you combine them with an earnings reaction. So if Qualcomm closes above $54, that's going to be a really nice long signal, and I think it'll head higher. So that's Qualcomm. The next one is Visa. Visa right here. Right now we're looking at a breakdown. Okay, here's a support. Boom. Lots of hits against that support. We broke that support right here, and as it stands right now, currently Visa is heading lower, but we never know what's going to happen by the time the market opens in the morning. So this is what I'm looking for. If Visa closes back above this level, anywhere above about 138, something like that, especially if it closes above about 140, then I'm going to be looking for a long signal on Visa. Okay, so Visa, if it closes over 138 or 140, that is going to be a really nice long signal, because it's going to be a false breakdown setup, because we broke this support right here, and then we'd be, boom, whipsawing right back over it on an earnings reaction. If that happens, I think that Visa could head much higher. Okay, the next one we're going to be looking at is Microsoft, and again, this one as well is currently red after earnings. Okay, earnings came out this evening, and as it stands right now, it's still below the support. But if by tomorrow, because anything is possible between now and then, if it closes back above this level, so if it closes back above about 105 or 106, to me that is going to be a very nice long signal, especially if it closes over these highs right here, I think that Microsoft can head much, much higher. Again, it needs a close over these levels in order for it to be a long signal, okay? That's what I really want to remind you guys. If it doesn't happen, then no signal, no trade, okay? I have a plan. You should have a plan for if this X happens, you're going to do Y and Z, okay? So, and if it doesn't happen, if X doesn't happen, then you don't do Y and Z, okay? Simple as that. No signal, no trade. So the next one we're going to be looking at is Facebook. Facebook, huge move after earnings with some pretty heavy volume. I'm going to kind of zoom out here so you can see better action. Okay, so Facebook, and this is something that I've been covering here for a while, okay? We mentioned this trend line break a while ago when it happened, right here, and the reclaim over that 50-day moving average. We've been bullish ever since that happened. We did a video back here when this happened, and we expected higher prices. So this move is coming at no surprise, okay? With that said, we're also, if this gap up holds on earnings, we're also breaking over this huge level of resistance, all right? So, I don't necessarily want to chase Facebook up here. I'd be looking for more of a retracement back down towards about 155 or so in order to get long. Maybe we'll gap up and then we'll come down here, tag here, and then head higher. But either way, this is a reaction to earnings. It's breaking out big time, and I think that overall Facebook is going to head higher. This is a very nice reaction, especially after trading sideways here. You can see that building that base for what, about 3 or 4 months right here. Okay, trading sideways, building up that range. Really nice action here for Facebook. So if we gap up, look for a retracement lower, and then we can get long and look for the breakout. The next one we're going to be looking at is AMD. And AMD had earnings come out this morning or either last night. But either way, this is a reaction to earnings, okay? And this is the setup, okay? This is the setup. Very bullish, by the way, okay? Very bullish. First and foremost, we have a double false move. A double false move on an earnings reaction. Very powerful. So, what does that move look like, okay? So here is that resistance. Boom, boom, boom. Here it is again. Boom, boom, boom. Here we are breaking over that resistance right here. Okay? Looks like a breakout. Whoop. Nope. Failed to break out, making this a false breakout. Okay? The reason I did not take that signal, first and foremost, the market is bullish, and I want to take mostly bullish trades. But the next reason I didn't take that is because earnings were coming out in a couple of days, and I do not trade through earnings. Okay, I trade before and after, but I never hold a position during earnings. But right now, we actually got long at the open of today, and as you can see, this position is already nicely green for us, and I do think this is headed much higher. Okay, gapping up, making it a double false move, closing over all of these highs. Okay, we didn't just close back over this level, we closed back above this level right here. I think that AMD is set for a big breakout. Look at this volume right here. Huge volume. The other thing I want to mention too is that here was the last earnings reaction right here. It was a gap down. But if you notice, we never really went much lower than that day right here. Made a couple lower lows right there, but we never went lower than that right there. So it didn't break down really, okay? So we gapped lower, and then we just traded sideways. So all this sideways trading right here is building up energy, and we just had a positive reaction to earnings, okay? So all this sideways trading got a lot of energy buildup. I think that AMD is set to explode higher. Okay, I think it's going to head higher. First, I think it's going to head to 24, then to 25 right there, then up here to about $28. Okay, those are the targets. I'm going to show you the last time we had a big breakout on earnings was right here. And look at this. We traded sideways, and then boom, we gapped up big on earnings, and then look at this massive move right there. Okay, massive, massive move. That's what I'm looking at here for AMD. Very similar to what happened right here. Sideways trading, gapped up on earnings over that resistance. Same thing over here. Okay, not exact same, but very similar. Okay. Next one is Apple. And Apple, I'm going to kind of zoom out here. Apple has a couple of different levels here. So Apple had a false breakdown setup here on earnings. Okay, so we've got two levels here. We've got this support, boom, boom, boom. Here's that support there, there. We break that support right here, and then boom, today we gapped over it and closed over it here on an earnings reaction. All right, I think that this stock is headed higher here. It's a false breakdown setup on earnings. We gapped up big. Just showing you the last few times Apple had an earnings reaction was right here. And you can see we kind of traded sideways for a while, gapped down, and then you can see a huge move lower. And this is a move, by the way, that we called for. We prepared you guys for free on our blog when it happened. Okay. Now, I'm expecting the same thing, just in the opposite direction. Looking at the earnings reaction before that, right here, you can see a big gap up over resistance. Same thing we did over here. And you can see a big move higher after that. Here's the time before that. Right here was that earnings reaction right here. You can see we gapped up, and you saw a big breakout here. Obviously, we traded a little sideways right there afterwards. But overall, we headed higher right there, and then a continued move higher after that. So these earnings reactions, guys, are very, very powerful. We're also closing over the 50-day moving average. Last time we were below the 50-day moving average before earnings was right here. And here we are gapping back over the 50-day moving average on an earnings reaction, and you can see a big move higher after that. Okay, guys, so that's what we're looking at for Apple. I think that Apple is going to head higher. The market is pumping higher. We've got the market on our side. Just showing you the market really quickly. You know, the market was trading sideways here for a little bit, and then we gapped up and we closed over that little resistance right here, closing over the previous several weeks highs. Okay, last time we kind of did that, a similar action was over here. Okay, we traded higher right there, traded sideways, and then boom, gapped up over it on this day. You can see headed higher after that. Obviously, we retraced a little bit after that, but then headed higher after that. Very, very similar action. Okay, the market is bullish. The trend is up. We're making new highs today that we haven't made in several months. All right, that's what we're looking at here for the market. So what I'm showing you right now, what you're looking at right now, is our real-time portfolio tracker. This is something that all of our members get access to. When you sign up, you are going to get access to as well. And what this is it tracks all of our alerts, winners and losers, and shows our profitability. Are we winning? Are we losing? How much are we winning? How much are we losing when we lose? And as you can see, we are winning overall. So we have about a 55% win rate. Our average win is 40%. We trade options here. Our average win is 40%. Average loss is 20%. So our wins are twice as big as our losers. Same thing on the dollar amount. Our wins are twice as big as our losses. And the portfolio tracker is something we've been doing since July of 2018. So for about 7 months now, or going on almost 8 months now. And in that period of time, tracking all of our trades, The portfolio tracker is up $175,000, 511.21 cents. Okay, very nice gains, and I'm showing you this because a lot of people see my videos and they say, okay, Taylor, you make really helpful videos, I like your content, but can you actually make money in the market for yourself and your clients? And this is your answer right here. The answer to your question is yes. So with that said, I'd like to invite you to join our premium membership here. If you're on YouTube, go to the blog page, scroll down below this video. If you're on the blog page, you can just scroll down below this video. If you've ever bought and sold trades at the wrong time and lost money, and you're not confident when to get in and when to get out, then you need to join this service, because you are going to be able to instantly reduce your losing trades and get started with the #1 options trading service on the planet. So, what are you going to get when you sign up and you join today? First and foremost, you're getting access to every single trade that I make here. Easy to follow real-time trade alerts. These are via text message, okay? Via text message. When I make a trade, I'm sending you a text message, whether it's a buy or a sell, always in real time and always for both the buy and the sell alerts. I never leave you guys hanging, okay? Easy to follow alerts. And they are profitable, and you've seen that. The next thing you're getting access to is the real-time portfolio tracker, which I briefly showed you earlier. And that is our way of being completely transparent with you, okay? We don't just make these alerts and hide our losers under the rug or anything like that. We show our winners, we show our losers, and the other thing we show is with each alert, we give a position size recommendation, okay? So on our lower confidence trades, we're recommending a lower position size. On our higher confidence trades, we're recommending a higher position size, and that's a very key factor to consistent profitability. Okay, are you making a lot when you're on your winning streaks and your winning trades? Are you losing just a little bit amount on your losing trades and your losing streaks? Okay, and that's what we do, and that's what we focus on here within the service. The other thing you're getting is the professional trading watch list. This is done via video. Most nights I do a video that prepares you for the day ahead, and we're going to discuss potential alerts, what I'm looking for, what options contract I'm looking at, the setup, and everything to help you prepare for the next day. All right, the next thing you're getting access to is the exclusive member-only videos. All right, this is something that's going to help you become a better trader, period, okay? Because each alert that we send out comes with a video explanation of the trade and the setup. So you're going to learn our strategy. You're going to learn why we're taking the trade, why we're taking the trade at the price point we're taking it at. And you're going to get inside my head and understand what profitable trading is really like. All right? The next thing you're getting is a bonus here. You're getting access to our full education library. This is going to bring you up to speed on options. Even if you're not new to options, this is going to be a great video library to check out, because it's going to bring you up to speed on how to do options the right way. And how do I know that we do options the right way? Well, because we make money in the market consistently. So that's why we do things the right way. You're also going to learn our entire strategy. I lay out the strategy that we use for most of our trades in this video library. So you're not only going to be able to make money in the market, but you're going to be able to learn in the process and become a better trader. So that's what you're going to get today. Most importantly, you're getting those real-time trade alerts that are going to help you consistently profit in the market. And we actually have a special going on right now for the annual membership. This is our lowest price that we've ever offered here, for $787 for the entire year. All right, so click that button, and it's going to take you to the 100% secure checkout page. Enter in your name, your email, your phone number. Make sure your phone number you're entering in here is a valid mobile phone that you can receive text messages on. because this is how you receive the buy and sell alerts. Next, choose your password and then go down here and enter in your billing information right here, or you can check out with PayPal by clicking that button and then click that button, and it'll take you to the 100% secure PayPal checkout page. It's totally up to you. Either option works fine. So once you do that, you're going to get instant access to everything I talked about. Most importantly, like I mentioned, the real-time access to every trade I make for both the buy and sell alerts, all in real time, that's going to help you consistently profit in the market. So I hope that you make that decision, and I'm really, really looking forward to seeing you in there and helping you grow your account on a consistent basis. I'll see you in there.